A man named Bhushan was living his life with many difficulties and problems. The reason for this was the way he thought. He felt that human life was filled with hardships and that numerous problems made human life sorrowful. To Bhushan, the life of animals seemed more enjoyable compared to human life. He believed that animals did not have as many problems as humans did. However, humans are constantly troubled by worries. He thought that these worries never end. One day, while Bhushan was walking along the road, he collided with a man who was walking quickly. The stranger angrily said, "Can't you see? You are barging in like a mad bull." To this, Bhushan replied, "It would have been good if I were an animal as you said. But unfortunately, due to my bad luck, I was born a human. What can I do?" Hearing Bhushan's words, the man's anger subsided. He said, "Oh sir, it's rare to get a human birth. And here you are saying that it would have been better if you were born an animal." Bhushan replied, "Have you ever seen an animal deceive or be unjust to another animal? Have you ever seen an animal worried about its past or future? Given this, how can human life be considered fortunate? Animal life is indeed superior and much better. We are lesser than animals." Hearing Bhushan's words, the stranger said, "Perhaps you are very sad and caught in a web of problems. If that's the case, you will find a solution with Lord Buddha." To this, Bhushan replied, "Sir, who is this Buddha? Is he a sage, a scholar, or a devotee? Whoever they are, they cannot help me. So far, I have met many such people, but none have brought me peace." The stranger then said, "Lord Buddha is none of these. I do not know exactly who he is either. I only know this much: whoever goes to him, he solves their problems with great simplicity. Everyone who goes to him leaves their troubles behind and returns in peace." Hearing the stranger's words, Bhushan felt a desire to visit the great Buddha. He said, "All right, since you speak so highly of him, I will visit him once. I will see what is so special about him." The very next day, Bhushan set out to visit Buddha. After several days of travel, he finally reached Buddha's place. When he arrived, Buddha was giving a sermon to his disciples. Buddha was saying, "Human life is very precious and invaluable. If you use it properly, a person can reach the pinnacle of life. Otherwise, they can descend to a level lower than that of animals." After listening to Buddha's teachings, the people who had come there left. Bhushan bowed to Buddha and said, "Great sage, you say that human life is invaluable. What is so special about this life? Why is it invaluable? Humans are always filled with despair and anxiety. You have renounced everything and become a sage. What do you know about this? You easily say this because you have renounced worldly life. I feel that human life is very difficult. Have you seen animals? They live without worries. They have no troubles or sorrows in their lives. They live happily. They never worry about the past or the future. They never deceive anyone. They never complain about other beings. They live their lives in peace. But our life is completely different. Human life is inferior to animal life. This human life is just a curse. What special quality do you see in human life? You simply tell lies to those who come to you and send them away." Buddha listened to Bhushan's words with great calmness, understanding Bhushan's state of mind. Smiling gently, Buddha said, "My child, you are trying to run away from life's problems. But what can a person gain without facing struggles? Similarly, animals cannot grow without struggles either. In reality, there is no life without struggles. Whether one is a king, a servant, or a beggar, every life has its problems. Anyone who does not face these problems, whether human or animal, will certainly see their life deteriorate." Hearing the words of the great Buddha, Bhushan said, "O great sage, can you give me something that will remove all my life's problems? Something that will free me from all worries, difficulties, and losses, so that my life will always be filled with happiness." Hearing Bhushan's words, Buddha smiled and said, I cannot give you such an object that will remove all your problems. But I can show you the path to reach that goal. To achieve that goal, you will have to work very hard. If you put in the effort, you can undoubtedly reach it. You must also keep one thing in mind: following my guidance does not mean that problems and difficulties will never arise in your life. According to time and karma, they will inevitably come. However, their impact on you will be lessened. Even when problems and sorrows arise, they will not affect you deeply. When this happens, no matter how much someone tries to cause you pain or deceive you, you will not fall victim to their actions. Bhushan, joining his hands, pleaded, Oh, Lord, please tell me where I can find this object. I am willing to do whatever it takes to obtain it. I am ready to dedicate my entire life to acquiring it. I will not rest until I attain it. Buddha responded again, reflect once more, my child. Once you embark on this journey, there is no turning back. You must continue until you reach your goal. Moreover, the path is exceedingly difficult. Do you still feel prepared? Bhushan, once more, fervently implored, Oh, Lord, please show me the way. I will walk on that path until my last breath. I will not rest until I reach the goal. To this, Buddha replied, Very well. Listen then. The name of that object is peace. It resides within your mind. The waves of the ocean appear calm from a distance. The sea seems serene. But when you dive into it, you encounter their turbulence. Similarly, peace appears tranquil at its surface. Yet, amidst the daily pressures, it seems disturbed. You must seek it within your mind. To attain it, you must engage in constant struggle. If you remain undeterred on the path, as I have said, you will find everything. Bhushan, I never thought of myself that way. I never thought anyone would show me the path to such a thing. If I find that thing, my life will become joyful. In this world, there is no object that cannot be found. Please tell me, how can I navigate within the depths of my mind? What path is there to go there? What kind of vehicle is available? Through it, I will travel and reach my destination. Upon hearing these words, Buddha chuckled again and said, Child, there is no transportation to go there. No one can walk there. Yet, there is a way to reach there. You must go through that one and only path. Bhushan asked again, O Great One, tell me how I can reach there. How can I search for and obtain it? Buddha asked, What is the most powerful thing in this world? Bhushan said, The most powerful in this world is the emperor. He possesses boundless power. There is nothing he lacks, and everything he desires is within his reach. Buddha replied, Wrong. The most powerful thing in this world is human will. This will, driving the world. Whatever happens, it is the result of that person's will. All actions he performs are according to his will. As long as the emperor's words are concerned, a single will can destroy an emperor. Similarly, a will can elevate a common man to an emperor. Whether a person becomes ordinary or a king, regardless of any circumstance, it all depends on his will. Man can do whatever he wants with his will. Another aspect of this is that man cannot control his own will. This leads to many events contradictory to his will. Our evil desires bring us bad results. Therefore, any desire must be carefully considered. If it is not appropriate, it must be abandoned. We can determine what we need and what we don't need in our lives according to our will. Then Bhushan asked, If that's the case, can I achieve mental peace if I desire it? Buddha replied, Son, willpower is indeed the most powerful force in the world. However, humans possess various types of desires. Yet, all of his desires cannot be fulfilled. For that, there is a need for another object. This one deficiency always haunts human life. Do you understand this? Bhushan replied, No, Guru Deva, I don't know. Buddha continued, It's resolve. Any desire without resolve is futile. No matter how great your desire is, without the resolve to attain it, it cannot be fulfilled. The strength of our resolve determines the completeness of our desire. The weaker our resolve, the less likely our desire will be fulfilled. Therefore, resolve is extremely important. Bhushan replied, O Great One, then I shall make a firm resolve to attain peace. Through that, I will attain peace. Buddha responded, a resolve fills one with the strength to fulfill desires. Yet, even then, a person may fail to reach their goal. This is because on the path, one may become distracted by temptations and turn away from their intended goal. Many times, they stumble along the path and abandon their resolve. Do you understand why, Bhushan? Bhushan replied, Tathagata, I don't know. Buddha, any knowledge of the path is gained while walking on it. Simply sitting and contemplating the path won't lead to it. While walking on the path, one encounters many problems, obstacles, and difficulties. Conquering these small problems, we might retreat. We don't take steps forward. Our resolve weakens in the face of these small obstacles. We cower before them and accept defeat, believing we cannot reach our goal. Our entire life revolves around it. We end up standing still right there. Bhushan replied, Mahatma, I have been making efforts to understand your words, but I cannot comprehend them. Please kindly explain in simple terms. Upon hearing Bhushan's words, Buddha said, Listen, Vats. Did you resolve to visit someone in a certain town? You made a firm decision to visit that person. However, many years passed, and you still haven't visited that person. You haven't reached the town. Why? Bhushan said, Buddha, how is that possible? I am alive, and so is the person I intended to visit. I know the name of the town as well. In such circumstances, I will surely visit that person. Buddha responded, But, you know the name of the person and the town. But you do not know the direction in which to walk to reach that town. In such a situation, which path will you choose? Which path will lead you to that town? Determine which path is correct. Ponder over it. If you choose the wrong path, it will still guide you towards that person. Bhushan said, in such a situation, it is impossible to visit that person. Buddha smiled and continued, But, since then, I have been trying to tell you this. Once we make a resolution, it is essential to have the knowledge of the path. The path to seeking peace is meditation. We must redirect our minds towards meditation to find peace within ourselves. When you walk the path of meditation to seek peace, you will encounter many problems. You must face them. You must move forward. Because it is a new path, a path never walked before. An unknown path. Until you walk that path, you will not know what obstacles lie ahead. A determined person does not let these matters bother him. He remains firm in his resolution. He achieves everything he desires in life. He attains peace after reaching his goal. Once a person reaches his ultimate goal, there is nothing else left. If you continue walking this path, you will reach your goal. Once you reach your goal, there is no need for anything else. No one can deceive you. No one can loot you. No one can bring you sorrow. After reaching there, you can easily overcome any problem with simplicity. Buddha said, once you attain peace of mind, you won't turn into an animal or have a mind filled with problems. You will become a person of higher stature than an ordinary human. You won't have any deficiencies. You won't worry about the past or the future. Listening to Buddha's words, Bhushan bowed again at the feet of the Tathagata and asked, Lord, everything you said is true. Yet, I have a doubt in my mind. Shouldn't a person, being human, keep away from such objects, which would completely eliminate all his troubles? Buddha replied, But, if you wish to place external objects near you to attain peace, forget about attaining peace. If you desire peace, you must give up the idea of placing external objects near you. Troubles arising from the object you desire will never cease completely. They will only increase. That's all. Your problems will never end. Do you know why, Bhushan? No, Mahatma, I don't know. Please explain it to me. Buddha replied, because, my child, peace has always been there externally. There is only peace in all four directions. We can see external peace. But we cannot perceive the peace within us. The peace we see externally exists within us. Until you attain it within, you cannot do anything externally. Without inner peace, nothing external can be done. With this, Buddha fell silent. Bhushan, unable to contemplate, has begun to think. Besides the path suggested by Mahatma Buddha, no other path seemed visible. Bhushan has now resolved to attain inner peace. He embarked on the path of meditation. However, whether he reaches his goal or not depends on his determination, willpower, the challenges he faces on the path, and whether he confronts them or not. Therefore, human life is not inferior to that of an animal. Whatever life you have found is appropriate. You can make the found life right. Isn't it? Listeners, if you liked this story, please like it and subscribe for more new stories. Your encouragement motivates us to bring more excellent stories to you.